By the end of this video, you're going to completely understand harmonic minors. They are the most beautiful scales. They're so fun to play with and they're so versatile. You can play them over everything, and I'm going to explain all of that to you. You're going to understand them completely. There'll never be any confusion about harmonic minors again, I promise, by the end of this video. And you're just going to love the sound of them because they're so nice. Even if you're aware of harmonic minors, it's worth having a look at this video because I'm going to explain the complete structure and show you some ways that you can apply harmonic minors that you might not have been aware of. You're going to get a free PDF which I have written out so that everything that I'm going to talk about it's in the description, so you can just download that. That's my gift to you. I'm also going to give you not one, not two, not three, but 4 backing tracks, 2 for alto and 2 for tenor. I work really hard here, by the way. Both of these have come from my friends at SessionBand, and one is jazz medium swing 4-fill, and this is just going to be, this is actually a minor 2-5-1 in D minor for alto and D minor for tenor. I'm also going to give you another backing track, which is also from SessionBand, and that is from SessionBand Jazz Volume 2, and this is on Cool Swing, and it's just a loop of D minor, 1 for alto, 1 for tenor on D minor for either instrument, and this is going to sound absolutely gorgeous as well, and it's going to give you a backing track in which to practice your harmonic minors in this one key. So before we dive in, I just want to ask you a big favor. Would you mind subscribing to the channel? Give me a like, put a positive comment in, or share it with a friend. That would do so much good for this channel. It would really help me support, it would help support the channel, and it would help me stay motivated to make these free tutorials, which by the way take a real lot of work. By the time you've recorded and edited, you don't want to know, but honestly it takes hours and hours and hours to make just one video, and just subscribing helps so much. It really does, because I'm trying to build up the channel. So do subscribe. Also go to my website, click on my link, go to my website and see all of the cool resources that we've got there. We've got tons of free stuff on saxmadesimple.com, and we've got all of my free tutorials. This will be my 219th tutorial that I've done, and you can search through all of them for whatever subjects you're interested in, and you'll get a really solid Sax Made Simple tutorial on that subject for absolutely free. We've also got some paid content on there which helps me put some dinner on the table and pay the mortgage, so we'd really love you to go and have a look at that. Right, harmonic minors, let's do it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through to the other room and have a look on the piano, because the best way to understand a harmonic minor is actually by looking at the notes on the piano, because you don't need to be a pianist, but the way that they're laid out is so visually pleasing. You'll see what I mean. Let's go through. So the harmonic minor, it's such a beautiful, beautiful sound, and in order to understand it, this is what I do with a private client. The easiest way to understand it is actually to have a look at it on a keyboard. Now you don't have to be a piano player, and actually what's really good is if we can know where C is on a piano, and it's going to take me literally a few seconds to show you where all the notes are on a piano if you don't already know. So can you see you've got a pattern of 2 black notes, and then a space and 3 black notes, and then a space and 2 black notes, and a space and 3 black notes, and so on. And that pattern continues all the way through up the keyboard. So actually what we have got is we've got this pattern here between my palms, copied and pasted all the way up the keyboard. That's just repeated everywhere. And it's easy to find C on a piano, because to the left of the 2 black notes, that's C. This white note here is C. And if that's C, then this must be D, and E, and F, and G, and A, and B, and C. So that is and that would be the scale of C major. And then these black notes, well, this black note here is C up a bit. It's between C and D, so it's C up a bit, but D down a bit. But we don't use the terms up a bit and down a bit. We use the terms sharp and flat. So this is C sharp, otherwise known as D flat. This is D and this is E, so that's D up a bit or E down a bit, D sharp or E flat. F and G, so this must be F sharp or G flat. A and B, G and A, and this is G sharp, and this is A, also known as A flat. So all the black notes have got two names. You've got A and B, and that makes this note here A up a bit or A sharp, also known as B flat. So now you know where all of the notes are on a piano. And if you want to create a harmonic minor, all you do is take your major scale, so in this case C major. We're just going to change two notes. We're going to flatten the third, which means take it down a semitone, and we're going to leave the fourth the same and the fifth the same, but the sixth note of the scale, instead of being an A, goes to an A flat, and then the seventh note of the scale is the same note as in the major scale. So all you've done is you flattened the third and the sixth. Take any major scale and flatten the third and the sixth, and you get this beautiful sound. And it's so, so lovely. And now if you play that as a chord, play the root and the flattened third and the fifth and the seventh, you get this amazing sound. And that's what makes the harmonic minor so interesting, because for me, that sound, if you thought about where would you have that in a movie, that would be perhaps James Bond's car has just gone over the edge of the cliff. It's okay because he's got a parachute in his tailpipe or his exhaust pipe or something. I'm sure he's going to be all right. But nevertheless, can you hear the question there? There's like a dramatic kind of what's happened. I think of it as the WTF. What the faff just happened? What on earth just happened? Because normally in a minor scale, you'd expect to see a flattened third. That's fairly normal. You'd get a flattened third, an ordinary fifth, and a flattened seventh. And if I play those notes, I mean, it's calm though, isn't it? It's a little bit sad. If I put the ninth in, but it's calm, isn't it? There's no the tension of the harmonic minor which comes from that seventh note. Can you hear how different that is? It's such a different sound, amazing sound. I love it. Really, really wonderful sound to play around with. And the reason is that the top half of the chord is exactly like C major. So you've got a major fifth and a major seventh. You've got the same notes as in the major scale. And the bottom half of the chord is like a minor scale. So you get this minor part and then a major part. And that's why it's clashing, because the chord is kind of fighting with itself. The top half being major, the top half of the chord is going, I'm a major chord, I'm a major chord. And the bottom half of the chord is going, no, no, I'm minor, I'm minor. And because of that, there's this conflict, this argument going on, whether it's a minor or a major. And in fact, this type of scale or chord is called a minor major scale or chord. And that's why, because you've got half of it is minor and half of it is major. The bottom half is minor, top half is major, and that's where all that conflict came along. And by the way, if that sounds weird to you, it sounded pretty weird to me. The first time somebody said this type of scale or chord is a minor major chord, I was like, no, it can't be true. I'm struggling enough with my major scales and my minor scales, and now you're telling me there's minor majors, and what are you going to tell me next? There's major minors and minor majors or major minor minors. It was just completely overwhelming to think there's 12 of those as well. But actually, they're incredibly useful, as I'll explain. So I hope that makes sense. It's not the only way that you can look at the construction of them, but I think it's quite a nice, neat, tidy way of thinking about them, that you get a flat third and a flat sixth, and everything else stays exactly the same as it does in the major scale. So what do you think? Did that make things a bit more straightforward? Isn't it lovely when you can see the notes laid out in front of you? I mean, good luck with seeing where any of the notes are on this beautiful instrument. It's a stunning instrument, but you don't really get the sense of how the notes are laid out on a saxophone like you do on a piano. So all you need to remember is to take a major scale and flatten the third note and the sixth. Let's have a look at the PDF, and that's how to create one. So the PDF says, understanding harmonic minors. A harmonic minor is a beautiful exotic scale and chord that you can use in a variety of minor scale situations. It sounds gorgeous, it's so much fun to play, and it's a fantastic practice to get these under your fingers in all keys. Now you know the formula for any harmonic minor. That would be a very, very good way of spending your practice time, is taking your major scale and getting used to flattening the third and the sixth, and leave everything else the same, and you're working on your harmonic minors. And then the how to create a harmonic minor. Well, we've said just flatten the third and the sixth notes, leave the seventh note as it is in the major scale. And another way to think about this, so another explanation, if you have a look at other tutorials, they might describe it like a natural minor or an Aeolian scale with a raised seventh. That would it's just another way of thinking about exactly the same thing. So don't get caught up on these different ways of thinking about it. It's just like saying 6 plus 4 is 10 and 7 plus 3 is 10. So which is the correct way of thinking about it? Well, you can think about it in loads of different ways. The why, the harmonic minor's charm comes from the clash between the minor third and the major seventh, as we said in the other room. And it says that the lower part is minor where the upper part is major, and it creates that fantastic tension. And when would you use it? Well, this is what we're going to talk about. You can use a harmonic minor scale in lots of minor scale situations. So whenever you see a minor scale situation, a harmonic minor is a viable choice. And it would just sound lovely. So even if you were playing over a blues, you could choose to use a harmonic minor if you wanted to, and throw those notes in, and it would just sound wonderful and beautiful. It says, and it's a really good thing to learn in 12 keys. So let's have a listen to one. So I've set my fabulous SessionBand backing track up for a D minor on my beautiful alto saxophone. So you can do this, tenor players. I've given you a backing track in your D, but the notes are obviously going to be exactly the same. So if I take D major, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp and D, and I flatten the third being an F sharp, I get an F, so D, E, F, G, A, and then B flat would be the sixth note, so I'm going to flatten that B to a B flat, and then leave that C sharp in, so I'd get these gorgeous notes. And if I took that up to the ninth, that's going to sound so beautiful. And now if I play the root, third, fifth, seventh and ninth, that will sound absolutely gorgeous as well. Now if I put that over a backing track, it's going to sound lovely. Just going to play straight up and down. Do that in 2 octaves. It's just so lovely. It's such a beautiful, beautiful sound. Now I'm going to throw it around a fair bit here, but I want you to know I'm only using the notes of the harmonic minor. I'm not using any other notes at all. Once I've played that scale 457,000 times and it starts to get a little bit looser, you can throw it around. So I'll start off gently, just throwing it around a little bit, and then I'll increase the complexity of what I'm doing, but I'm only playing the notes out of the scale. Doesn't it sound lovely? It's so nice. It's so much fun. I could feel myself getting dragged away into the world of harmonic minor sound there. I could just jam on that for ages. It's such a lovely sound. So does that make sense? Doesn't it sound nice? How much fun is that to practice? The other place that we could use a harmonic minor is over a minor 2-5-1, and this kind of chord progression comes up all over the place, and you'll often see, so in this case it would be E minor 7 flat 5 followed by A7 with some sort of chord extension, in this case a flat 9, but it also could be a flat 13, and then a D minor 7. And that would alert my minor 2-5 activation. You've got a minor 2-5 here, and if you ever see a minor 2-5 or a minor 2-5-1, you can play the harmonic minor, and the harmonic minor that you want to choose is of the 1, in this case D minor, so D harmonic minor. And these 2-5-1 chord structures come up everywhere, so it'd be such a good thing to, first of all, to get to recognize the minor 2-5-1, and secondly be able to play your harmonic minor through one. That would be really good practice. Now I have done a video on minor 2-5-1s quite a while ago now, so I'm going to put a link in the description below. If you're not too sure about minor 2-5-1s, you can have a look at that. And I've also, and this is a blatant kind of, you know, push for one of my courses, if you really want to understand minor scales, I've got a fabulous minor scale course, which is not clickbait. It's not saying that you're going to get everything overnight, but what it will do is give you a really solid understanding of all of your the 5 most common types of minor scale, and it gives you licks and patterns. You've got backing tracks in there, and it's really fun, and everybody that's downloaded it has really enjoyed it, and it's not expensive. So go and have a look at Sax Made Simple and download my minor scale course. Would be a good thing to do. 12 videos. So we've got it's actually 13 videos and 12 backing tracks and all these PDFs. It's really thorough. So here's my minor 2-5-1. Let's have a listen first. Lovely. That's lovely, and I can play the harmonic minor overall. Can you see how nice that sounds over quite a complex chord structure? But it just sounds beautiful, and all I was doing was going straight up and down the scale. Again, if I throw it around a little bit more, yeah, and I think it just sounds so nice. It sounds really jazzy, it sounds really complex, but actually I'm only playing the note of the D harmonic minor. I really do hope that you've enjoyed that. If you have enjoyed that, then please do subscribe to the channel. Please do share it on social media. I'm trying to improve everything that I do with this site. I'm trying to improve myself as a musician. I'm trying to improve my set. I'm trying to improve the things that I put out on YouTube to make it really useful to people. So if you've got any feedback or comments, do either email me at linden@saxmadesimple or put them in the comments below. Please do subscribe to the channel and go and visit my website Sax Made Simple. You'll find lots of good stuff there. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, put a positive comment in the comments below, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay, take care. Bye bye.